Illumine-i felt like a family territory. Nitish and one of the early directors here were my batchmates from college, so I knew they were doing the startup thing, and at the time I was already working elsewhere. Discussing random ideas became our way of casual conversations when we would catch up, and I realized that what these guys were trying to achieve was something really different, something very exciting. Also, at this point at my job, my career trajectory felt like it was set in stone. There weren't enough opportunities for me to progress, and there wasn't much I could do about it. So I applied to Illumine one day and joined here as a project manager.
Well, I was looking to be in a startup. I worked with you can call it a big banner before, and it was basically an audit. So it was sort of like once I'm done with the work, I was no longer in loop of what was happening with the particular client. So I wanted to see how money moves across in an organization, basically from A to Z. And I think Illumine gave me that opportunity, and it was just a perfect timing kind of situation. One of those moments where you seem to be in a right place, right time scenario. So yeah.
I can honestly say my bills, because I was doing freelancing. So I was really happy to do freelancing, and I was teaching students and kids over there. So one fine day, my roommate Prabhu, he was working at Illumine-i, and he suggested an opening here and asked me to apply for that position. I've already heard of that company because my seniors have worked here. Simultaneously, there was a personal situation which pushed me towards moving to a permanent job, a 9-to-5 job instead of freelancing. So I thought this job would be, or any kind of job would be better to go for, and I actually applied for that. Initially a marketing opportunity. I was very new to marketing, but I thought let's give it a try, and it actually kind of worked. I attended the interview and it was really great then.
Yeah, a friend recommended me. So he know that I really enjoying mechanical engineering, and he suggested my name for the designing role. By that time I had a few other offers through my campus placements, but all of them took me away from engineering. And then I decided to talk myself at Illumine-i. When I joined here, the business was still building itself. So I felt like I was growing with it. I always given exposure to back and front operation for the projects. There are no restriction to asking the questions and learning the technical things and all. Initially I was not client facing, but I could still catch up with some sales engineers to get a real understanding of the market for what I was designing. In fact, the culture encouraged that attitude.
Well, I'll definitely have to say the people and the learning opportunities. As a part of finance, I don't have that much of scope for interaction with every team member, be the managers or so. But whenever I did have circumstances where I had to talk to them, I was very comfortable with, having a connect with any person, be it from a designer to a team lead. And they made my work a lot easier. And probably that's one area where I would definitely give them a huge, compliment. The people have made me very comfortable. I think being in a place where your challenges come from deadlines and not people, that's a huge blessing, and it's pretty much what I'd hoped for in a job when I started over here. And I became part of the community for good.
I've been here close to 5 years, and the culture even today validates why I joined. This is my third organization, and today I'm holding my third designation here as a process development manager. I saw my efforts accelerating my career trajectory. Here I wasn't being bound to a prefixed progress timeline that probably a management team would dictate for my role. At the beginning, your task might start with something like preparing invoices or managing client calls, but then before you realize it, you're building teams and handling day-to-day operation. I think the best part is, along with my growth, I got to train my team members. To see them become effective project managers and leads is very rewarding for me personally.
The job is kind of addictive. So I started 2.5 years back. Initially it was very basic. I started as a market research associate or executive. It's kind of from then on, whatever I need to do or I can do, I tried it, and it's kind of rewarded in an equivalent way. It was initially a little a bit slow for me. My health was also bad while I joined the company. It became like a very different journey after the first, 2 months at the company. So afterwards, it was really great. I mean, my managers, right from Ajit and then Hritheesh, they were really great in approving whatever ideas I had and making me like the driver to take care of any idea to execute it. So that was the major motivator to stay in the company. Actually, this was not a desk job like I imagined, but it kind of turned out to be a really great job, like which any time of my life I would have loved to do. So that kind of job is what I'm currently doing at Illumine-i.
I am a proud Illumine-ite. I have been here last 6 years right now. If I have listened to the other people back and then and settled for those who well-known companies, I have been in cubicle doing the same thing day in and day off. My skill set at the best would include AutoCAD and other softwares, and I would have probably pick up the boring corporate vocabulary. Today I am building relations. I am managing teams around 40 people right now. I have handled the clients and I have also mentored the people who are all now in project managers as well as the team leads. If you have the right attitude about the learning, you will find home here.